Let me actually swippy swap this so I can see on this monitor. And okay to continue from here? Yes. Ta-da! Okay, so we last left off in Pokemon Colosseum, getting our ass absolutely handed to us. So we're gonna go back to Mount Battle, and we are going to train like we've never trained before. I don't want to fix that again. It's fine, I'll deal with it later. It's good enough for now. Now the dog has no idea there's a camera there. Yeah, so long story short, well, it'll be a surprise. Well, Beef isn't here to see it. You're so mean to him. He's already done so much. He's already done so much for the, like, we are ass blasted past the bit goal. Like, and this month is also supposed to be the affiliate anniversary, so I'm just like, do I even bother? I would need to be mean to poor Beth. Okay. Ooh, there will also be a little surprise that will be revealed a little closer to the announcement time. A brand new thing is gonna be announced. Ow, I just stabbed the shit out of myself. I feel like I am slowly getting good at the streaming thing. What about you guys? Just a minor trolling, but yes, Beef has done shit. He really has. He has gone above and beyond for everything, and I cannot thank him enough. He's just so sweet. Okay, let us save here. We gonna be here a minute. We gonna be here a minute. Yes. Let us continue the challenge. You're bad at streaming before? Yes, Nova. Oh, if you know this. We're gonna start at Area 7 because my Pokemon are just barely out of range for that area. I think there's only 10 areas to Mount Battle as well. Well, I know quality content since you got here. Well, let me see. When did you start following again? Yes, 2021. I am Big Poop. I am the Big Poop. I was Big Poop. I still am Big Poop. No, I'm kidding. No, I feel like I've improved a lot over the last half a decade. The one thing I haven't gotten better about is sniffing. If you guys, like, Fox is a good streamer. I try. I'm also trying to be better about taking compliments. Basically, my hope here, I need to get these guys at least to, like, level 65, so this is going to be a grind. Oh. It's fine. Just pull this way and then body slam the other one. I mean, if nothing else, the overlay has just improved a lot. Like, and I'm proud of that. I think the overlay is still something I struggle with. The main idea has always remained the same. Like, it took me forever to be okay with this layout for camera, having the camera be at a 16 by 9 ratio. Split, we're gonna swap you out. Who are we gonna swap you out at? Let's go with Spoopy. Spoopy needs some levels. In fact, I'm actually going to switch around. Tropius currently has the EXP share. How's it going, dude? Welcome to the grind. We need something fun. One of my mods. Any of my mods. Come up with like a little game we can do in chat. Like a would you rather sort of thing. And we'll talk about that. I think that'll be fun. Because we are gonna be on the grind. Oh, Nova redeemed a mod choice poll. All right, so any of my mods, we got Cold, Momo, and Leary that I know of in chat right now. You guys are welcome to come up with a poll that you want. Good luck. Talk amongst yourselves and see who's gonna get it. Here, now do it. Nice. I probably don't need to be this far back. I probably could have started at Area 8. Voting on an in-chat game? Sure, yeah, actually. So if you have an idea for stuff that we can do, like, while I'm sitting here grinding, like Would You Rather, or asking questions, or things like that, you can make a poll about that. It is no longer a request, it's law. Alright, so when Ledian goes down, Tropius gets experience. Then we will find out. What is the best summer Pokemon? Gotta do a full poll. Who's taking the poll? Make sure that you guys are chatting about it. Oh wait, shite. Ariados is a dark type, isn't he? I was going to do it if that's okay. Momo's naming layers, guys. Yeah, go for it, Momo. Oh, is he just poison type? He's not dark type at all? I know he can have dark type attacks. I want to confuse it for sure. Momo is naming layers again. You are more soup than cold at this point. Cold, what got you sick, buddy? Yeah, get that confused rate. Oh, freaking safeguard, man. I'm trying to do things. Freaking Ariados is a beast of a bug type, man. I didn't realize it's safeguard. Okay, fine. Just do this. There we go. Ariados is gone. Out in the Sunwalk and doing adult things. I got something. Buddy! Be careful while you're outside. Alright, let's see. I am going to switcheroo. Actually, who does have the EXP share? I'm pretty sure you do. Summary. Yeah, okay, so Tropius is holding the EXP share. The poll is up. What game are we playing in chat? We got 21 questions. Would you rather? Or, ooh, common quality? What is common quality? Yeah, make your votes now. 21 questions might be a little bit harder, but I do like that idea. What am I doing? No. We'll do Spoopy and Dinky right now. I do want Dinky to get up there, because Dinky is big tanky. This is a verbal game that can be enjoyed in pairs and small groups. First player starts by naming an object or quality or characteristic about it. Second player must then name a different object that has the same quality, plus a quality that this new object has. Player goes back and forth. Ooh, that would be interesting to do with chat. I do like Would You Rather, though. Let's only vote once this time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people are already using boys. Alright, we got Lunatone and Soul Rock. They're both rock types, so I should be able to get away with a Razor Leaf. Oh boy. Yeah, I really should have done... God, I might have to go turn on the air. It's so hot in here. It's so freaking hot in here. Alright, just a little bit longer. It looks like Would You Rather is in the win! Is in the lead, is in the win. Same thing, right? Oh, I'm surprised. Hey, so Would You Rather won with 56% of the vote. Thank you so much for that mod choice poll. So which mod wants to run it? Or who wants to just start asking random Would You Rather questions? You can go ahead and just, anybody can do it. Anybody can ask Would You Rather questions. We can all feel free to answer them, which will be fun. We'll learn a little bit more about each other. And if they're weird, like, make sure they're Twitch appropriate and stream appropriate. But if they're like weird questions, feel free to like justify your answer. Like, I don't know, would you rather eat a baby or would you rather eat a bacon? There's more sustenance in a baby. That makes sense, right? Alright, Spoopy, Shuttleball the Dunsparce. I think we're gonna Razor Leaf again because Sandslash is a ground type. It doesn't affect Sun. Oh yeah, Dunsparce is a normal type. Heck. Good shot. Would you rather have a Pokemon or a Digimon? I personally would rather have a Pokemon. One, I don't know much about Digimon, and two, I know a lot about Pokemon. I feel like the evolution stages of a Digimon get too crazy too fast, and if I have a pet, I want it to be a pet, and I don't want it to eventually evolve into some ethereal muscle man. Like, I don't think I want that. Also, I've seen too many bad things of Digimon. Less things of Pokemon, more things of Digimon. This is concerning. Do you eat babies in your free time? I don't know. Don't you? Don't you eat babies in your spare time? I'd say Pokemon, yeah. The thing is, Digimon revert back to their small size where Pokemon don't. That's fine. I like that. I like the idea that the evolution that they gain is something that's relevant to whatever the Pokemon is. And it's like getting to watch a dog grow up from a puppy to an adult. So it's not like you ever want them to get, like, if I had a Drifloon and it evolved into a Drifblim, I would just be happy that it had that time and experience and love with me to be able to evolve into that form and not have basically a forced digital evolution that then makes it revert back into its annoying little bitch phase. I don't know. I've seen clips of Digimon and I don't like Digimon. Would you rather swim in the sea or hike in the forest if Pokemon are real? I'd probably rather hike in the forest. And I'm gonna regret saying that simply for the fact that I'm sure that are there more or less water Pokemon? Are there more or less water Pokemon? That's a good question. Most water Pokemon evolve into something really dangerous. Andy, hello! Is this with Pokemon Buddy or solo? I'm gonna go ahead and say, don't you? Symphonic, thank you for the clip. I'm gonna go ahead and say, yes, it would be with your Pokemon Buddy. And for me, that would be with a Drifblim. I also clipped that good. I think more Legends. Oh, okay, so like the Pokemon from Pokemon Legends. I still think I'd rather walk through the forest. I feel like there would be more Pokemon to see and interact with in the forest and less dangerous ones in the forest. I feel like there would be more dangerous Pokemon in the sea. Oh, but if it's Arceus, that's where Vulpix lives, is by the ocean. that's also where you find ghosts. Well, no, you can find driftloons in the basic area too. Nope, I retract my statement. I would say the sea because that's where I found my shiny driftloon in Legends Arceus. You always wanted to anyway. Have you never wolf pepper? I've been in the ocean. I've seen some scary things in the ocean. I've had a great white shark graze my leg. It was not unscary. My words do a good job, Lee. It was pretty crazy. But I've been in worse situations. So, I don't know. Pokemon don't typically eat people, but they could if they wanted to. Beautiful to see the reef just full of water. That you also have to argue which sea are you talking about, because there are a lot of different environments. Yes, a great white. I've also seen a really big sunfish. Not sunfish, sea bass. Massive sea bass. Like, I'm talking sea bass. In deep sea fishing, but never swam in the ocean. Oh, it's so nice. It's scary that we've explored more of space than our own oceans. I mean, it's not that we've explored more of space than our own oceans. It's that we happen... I feel like that's a misnomer. I feel like the universe is so expansive. It's almost infinite as far as we know, knowledge-wise. And the ocean is not infinite. And we are slowly accumulating more and more information about the deep ocean and the deep trenches. So that's kind of a misnomer. Great white scare the shit out of me. They're not scary. They're in Hawaii and they found that, like, biggest great white ever. Great whites aren't that bad. They're really big puppies. And they are easily confused. Give me another one. I want another one. I do like the fact that we've had 2 Pokemon themed Would You Rathers. They really scare you? I get that. Like, sharks aren't for everybody. I like sharks. Nurse sharks are cute though. Nurse sharks are so dang cute. We know more about the space around us than we do our own ocean. We've explored less than 1,000,000% of our own solar system, much less the rest of the space around us. Yeah. So it's not so much that we've explored more of space than we have our own oceans. It's that we happen to know more of it, probably because they're... But I also don't necessarily think that that's true. Like, I personally don't feel like that's true. If we've only explored 1% of space, if we've only explored 1% of our own solar system, we can't say that we know more about space than our own oceans. Yeah, buddy! Chest boats are in! I need to play around with the chest boats. Does Shadow Ball not? I don't think Shadow Ball did. Body Slam! I just feel like if we're talking in the sheer quantity, well, that being said, we have observed more in space in total than we have. Okay, then yes, if we're talking like quantity of informational knowledge things, knowledge points, if we split up things we know about things into knowledge points, yes, we definitely have more knowledge points about space than we do about our deep oceans. I still don't think that does not sound correct. Would you rather have your favorite Pokemon or just one and go on an adventure? Would you rather have all your favorite Pokemon or just one and then go on an adventure to find them? Wait, do you go on an adventure with all of them or go on an adventure with just... I don't understand the question. Please ask again. Please ask again. I don't understand. We have observed more space than we have our own. Haven't necessarily explored. I also still don't think that that's true either. Like, observed more space. Yeah, we have pictures of galaxies upon galaxies upon galaxies, but do we know what's actually in them? Do we know what's actually on those other planets? Do we know what actually exists within those galaxies? No. I don't think people understand the scope of what they're saying when they say we've explored or we've seen more space. Because no, we haven't touched down on these other planets, or we haven't sent stations or anything else to these other planets to investigate. The only planet that we've really actually spent any amount of time on has been Mars. We haven't had the ability to go check out other planets or other galaxies because they are too far away. So the idea that we have observed more, I feel, is the misnomer. Plus, there are millions of ecological things in the ocean that we do know a lot about, and we can take, what's the word? Hold on, brain fog is bad. We know a lot about how ocean life works and how evolution of ocean life has worked for centuries. We've been able to figure that out based on fossils and based on DNA scans and all this other shit. That we can eventually attest to certain types of life forms that live at the bottom of our oceans. But effectively, the universe is expansive, so it is infinite, so we can't say for sure if we have explored. Now, I could be totally wrong. But just by the sheer size, I just don't feel like that's true. If you pick one, you go with one and find the rest. Oh yeah, no, definitely adventure. That seems like an easy option. I would definitely go on a Pokemon adventure. One of my favorite planets is because it's just Saturn. It's just Saturn of steroids? What? Kepler 34b because mainly it's being super Earth. Oh, I know. Kepler 34b is super pretty. God, it's been forever since I've accessed my astronomy knowledge. I have filled it with games. I have filled my brain with games. Oh, give me another would you rather. Alright. Take out some dark type attack? Hey, thank you for attacking Bayleaf and not Misdreavus. This is a tough fight for Misdreavus because they're ghost type. Oh yeah, dude, that's super cool. That's super cool, no one. Would you rather eat Pokemon or just what Pokemon eat? I mean, it's just like eating any other animal. Right? Right? I'm a meat eater, man. I hate this question. I don't know. People in the Pokemon universe do eat Pokemon. Like, they talk about eating Magikarp. Slowpoke tails are a delicacy, but Slowpoke shed their tails, so that's one thing. But, like, could you think about Spoink Chops? Make Drifloon souffle. How would you do that? It's just a balloon, buddy. Like, it's filled with air. It's a ghost. You can't eat a ghost. Lady in suit. Try. So basically, if you eat what Pokemon eat, like, yes, there's Poke food. But what do the wild Pokemon eat? Not Poke food. It's certainly not Poke food. Like, you know that they're going around. Wait, what? Is Girafarig a normal type? I thought it was a psychic type. Interesting. But yeah, so like Pokemon eat other Pokemon. You gotta think about the long run of this question. So would I eat Pokemon or what Pokemon eat? Both. I would eat both. Pokemon eat Pokemon and I would eat the Pokemon. I'm sorry. What about boufflant steaks? Like, does that sound wrong? It is normal psychic, got it. I'm not gonna lie, Gyarados chops sound tasty. Dude, Gyarados sashimi. Oh yeah. It's the circle of lifey. By the way, I want to point out a grammatical problem. If you only elongate the letter at the end of the word, that doesn't make it life, it makes it lifey. If you want to elongate the I in life, it would be many eyes. Sea Dragon Sushi, Eevee Curry. Okay, let's think of like, would you actually eat an Eevee? Thus begets the question of what is an ethical Pokemon to eat? Let me have my moment. No! I don't understand why people do it. It's just, it makes my brain hurt. Yeah, there you go. Symphonic did it. Symphonic understands. Symphonic gets it. Let me just have a crisis in the corner. It's fine. I'm fucking crying right now. You guys are great. Yes, I would eat Pokemon. I would not eat a Roselia because it is roses. I would maybe pluck the petals off and make a tea out of it. I would eat an Oddish. It is just a radish, basically. And then you have the question of you have grass and plant-based Pokemon. They are toxic. Well, so is a pufferfish, buddy. And if you cut it right, you can eat it just fine. Don't be sad because sad backwards is das, and das not good. Today is a good day. Salads would be amazing. Question, a Colosseum, do you think it is filled with the insides of meat, or do you think that it is filled with the insides of plants? Because it has the whole bulbous center. What is an ethical Pokemon? How do you expand a map again? You take a map that you have effectively right-clicked, a map that you can see the stuff on, put that in a cartography table, and then put paper in the cartography table with it. Plant, I'd say, yeah. So, I mean, a Colosseum would be... Ooh, wait, what if a Colosseum was just a squash? Because it's shaped kind of like a butternut squash. Oh, butternut squash, but oh my god! Somebody art this. Somebody good at art. I'm not good at art. I know how to make things, but I'm not good at the art. Somebody good at art. Make a butternut squash Colosseum and make the leaves that are on it like the leaves off a butternut squash plant, and the flowers would be like the blooms of a butternut squash plant. Like, it makes sense, right? I'm not dumb. Momo, do the thing. Sorry. More espresso, less depresso. I'm still depressed, but now I'm fast. Colosseum, you said? Yeah. Do you need me to, like, send you a spelling? Colosseum. And I'll send you a picture, too. There you go. So, like, the middle part is a butternut squash with arms. You got butternut squash leaves, and then butternut squash blossoms as the flowers. Ash! Whoa, I saw you no feel good. Guys, can we get some love for Ash, please? Because they are the big sad. They have the Rona. Not gonna lie, there are a few Pokemon I would be able to have. I wouldn't have the heart to eat, but the rest of them are fair game. Yeah, no, same. Like, I don't know if I could eat an Eevee or a Vulpix or a Growlithe. It comes down to what is culturally acceptable in society. Would you be able to eat a Sneasel? No. Would you want to eat a Sneasel? Probably not. Would you be able to eat a Giraffe Rig? Maybe? Would I want to eat a giraffe? Probably not. Probably not. Pokemon eggs taste different. That is very true. This headache is gonna be the death of me, like chronic migraine. Gosh, I'm so sorry. Sucky, dude. I don't see anyone eating Geodude. I would. I would find a way. Nah, if you got a Geodude that's made out of Himalayan sea salt, that makes sense, right? What did we start talking about? Why did we get here? Hot rock soap. Soup, hot rock soup. Oh, yeah, use like an overheated Geodude to, Okay, Spoopy's not doing me any favors in this fight. Like, not at all. Geodude equals rock candy. No, well, I mean, I guess if you had Geodude sugar, crack it open, see what's in it. Yeah, buddy. And I've had a giraffe stick. Really? You've giraffe stick? That's really interesting. I don't know if I could. Well, maybe I would try. I would try anything once. Maybe not people. Maybe I wouldn't try people yet. Shiny Geodude is yellowish orange, so it's rock candy. Okay, I'll take that answer. Give me another would you rather. Let's get another would you rather in here. We're debating the ethics of eating Pokemon. Oh my goodness. Lechonk beacon. Everybody's so about Lechonk, and I'm just like, ugh. I want Palmy. Palmy's so cute. This is far in Africa. If your guide managed to secure one tag for giraffe, we took one down. Nice. That's nice. That's cool. Would you rather learn to draw or make video games? I mean, por qué no los dos? There's no reason to say that you can't learn to draw right now and then make video games after you've learned how to make the art for the video games. But I think overall, I enjoy playing video games much more than I enjoy coding. I would definitely like to put myself more into art. Wouldn't making a game include drawing it? Believe it or not, no. There's actually, most video games don't require any sort of knowledge of drawing. You need to be able to model to a certain extent, or you have artists that are pixel artists, or you have artists that, you know, you'll have a team of artists, but you may not be on the artist team. Most of video game creation requires coding. So. Ow! Sir, can I have you not do that again? Excuse me. But yeah, I think in that regard, I would much rather learn how to draw. I'd like to be able to translate what's in my brain onto not my brain. I'd like to have the mystical magical power of just bzzz onto the paper. Choose drawing because I eventually want to learn how to draw in general. Yeah. And this begets Momo starting a tutorial series on how to do it. Guys, look at my dog! Oh, that's not good. This is not good. This is not a good lineup for the two Pokemon that I have out front first, so we're gonna try and do this the smartly way. Alright, Confuse Ray on Sharpedo. We're gonna try and body slam Camerupt and hope that we can do things. Join because I like doing it. I'm just bad. I think you can do good doodles, Ash. Also, sorry, would you rather was always had to pick one out of two good choices. No, would you rather could straight up be like two shitty choices as well. Oh, poop. Oh, poop. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna confuse that, and we're gonna body slam that. I was kind of hoping we would paralyze Camerupts. Oh, nice. Sharpedo's down. Sweet. freshwater stingrays over there. Oh my god, I know! There's some freshwater stingrays that can get absolutely massive. Like, there are some that are 10 feet across, and to put that in perspective, the room that I'm sitting in is 10 feet across. Ah! You know what's something I would like to try is camel? Since we're on the subject of eating random things. I want to try camel. Know how to drum it. I know how to drum it, I have no clue where to start with games. I can learn, but yeah, but it's also like, do I have the patience? Can I do the doing? I don't know. Let's get another one. Let's get another Would You Rather on the table. That was a good one, Momo. Anything that leads to discussion of some sort is always fun. Eddie Cham! I think I really didn't do the trip. Got fish there. Nice. That's cool. Would you rather live in the last game you played or the last book you read? Oh. Okay, so here's an interesting conundrum. This is obviously the most recent game I'm playing, which would be the Pokemon World. But if we're considering the last game I played before actively playing this game, that would be Minecraft. The last book I read... The last book I read was actually a graphic novel called Wings of Fire, or part of the Wings of Fire saga. Actually, I had to think about that question. So if I lived in... I don't know, what do you guys think? Is it this game or is it Minecraft? Which one do you think counts? I didn't think make furnace boats to cook on the go. That would be really cute. A lot of people think that furnace minecarts are useless though, up until recently when people realized that you can use them as an engine and that was their intended purpose. Don't know if they would ever make furnace boats because so many people think they're useless. So I would have to say last book I had was on Norse mythology, and the last game I played was Minecraft. Okay, so Colt says Minecraft counts. Minecraft counts for this. I would have to say I would probably rather live in Minecraft. I would probably rather live in Minecraft than in the book series that I read. Because although it would be really cool to live in a world of dragons, the likely turnout would be that I would actually be a human, because there are humans in the world. They call them scavengers. And they are often killed by dragons, so I would probably die very quickly. So Minecraft, I would rather be in Minecraft, because I feel like I would actually do fairly well in Minecraft. Wait, is the last book you read all the way through or just a portion? I would say the last book that you read a portion of, or the last book that you were actively reading. So like, that would argue, is it the last game that I finished? So no, I would just say the last book that you actively read. Little Witch in the Woods or Mistborn? Destiny 2 or One Piece? Oh, cool. That is an interesting mix. I feel like my answer would be a lot more interesting if I had something else. If it wasn't Wings of Fire that I had read recently, it would have been the Kyosha books, because I just started reading the Kyosha books, which are Avatar: The Last Airbender. Kind of salty about that. And then it would be, and if it was this game instead of Minecraft, then it would be a fight between Avatar and Pokemon. Say for my safety, I would think Little Witch in the Woods, but that's because Mistborn has powers like the last Avatar, where only some people are born. Else to make them work. Where was Little Witch in the Woods if you pick some plants? Well, also Little Witch in the Woods, I feel like, so just like with you, Momo, Little Witch in the Woods and my option of Minecraft, they can be taken very casually, and it's effectively giving everybody the ideal life that they want to live in whatever way they choose. And I like that idea. And it's between No Man's Sky and the Outlander books. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, No Man's Sky would be such an interesting way to live. I'd say One Piece for me, because humans can do stuff. Yeah, all you gotta do is eat a fruit. This Fortnite was my last game I played. I have to go with the book I'm midway done with. Oh, you're reading Dune? Dude, nice. So that would suck, but before I read Ready Player One books, that would be doable. Yeah, Ready Player One's also really good. And it's an mythology one because before that, the last book I remember reading was a book called The Skin Map about dimension travel, and someone mapped out. Someone mapped out and got it tattooed on their skin. And it was preserved when they died, and now people had people. This is all the Minecraft tries to figure out what it's supposed to do. Or the MC tries to figure out what it's supposed to do. Stardew was the last game I played, and the last book I read was a thriller, so I'll take Stardew. Right? Oh, goodness. That'd be terrifying. Celio, no! Alright, let's have another one. This was good. I like this. This one prompted a lot of discussion. Oh, shite. I mean, I can't really remember the last game, but it was the last game you... No, but you play games all the time. It's the last game that you played, not Minecraft or Valorant? Like, it's always one of the two! Not fully sure if I want either. Did we do it? Are we done here? Dinky just hit it. God damn it, Dinky! Let's just body slam it. Let's just body slam it. Oh, you're a flying type! Oh, that explains a lot. I still think that Mantine being a flying type. Would you? Vonic, thank you for the water. Water is good. Water is life. Nice. I'd probably give it like maybe 3 more minutes and that'll be about your time, Symphonic. Running away for food? Alright, it's getting a bit cold. Chicken noodle soup was a bad idea. Oh no, Ash, are you okay? You okay? Those sound good. Starting to get worried about Sin. I feel like I should message her and see if she's alright. Ooh, okay, this is fighting in steel? This made you super nauseous? Oh, bud. Just called the last book I read was not Twilight. I mean, I can live with vamps, but not Sparkle Rock vamps. So here's the thing. I've actually read the Twilight books. And the way that it was described in the books is not the way that it was portrayed in the movies. And I think that the author of the books, when they got the chance to make them into movies, became a complete and total tyrant and just a nightmare. And that's why the movies turned out so bad. But instead of sparkling like diamond. That was never what it was written as. Apparently it was supposed to be shimmer, like, because vampires in old lore effectively turn to stone when they don't move for eons, kind of like what Anne Rice's novels talk about. Their skin was supposed to be unearthly like marble, shimmering unearthly like marble, not so much the diamond look. I'll take Valorant for my answer because I have better chances of being a human. I mean, but who's to say that you would be human? That's the other thing. Would you rather be stuck on an island with everything you need to survive for a month, or would you rather be stranded in a deep-sea base such as observatory for a month with enough food to survive? Okay, so basically either way, would you rather be stuck underwater or would you rather be stuck on an island for a month with everything you need to survive? That is a good one. I do have all the books. I like them, not the movies. Get what you're saying. The soundtrack was good. Yeah, the soundtrack was pretty good. The movies were shit. The movies were just utter trash. Would I say that it was the worst movie I'd ever seen? And I've only seen the first one and part of the second one. No, it wasn't the worst movie I'd ever seen. I'd equate it to a shitty B-rate film, like, eh. If it's on, I'm not gonna turn it off. But if it's on at the background of some place that I'm visiting, then I'm not gonna complain. It's at least something to watch. So Animal Crossing or Subnautica? I would have to say probably the island. Because if you're stuck, I've known people, like, yeah, actually, yeah, like Ash says, exactly like Ash says. I've known people who work in the Navy that were in a submarine with other people that have mental scarring from it. I would have to say an island. I feel like the sunlight is necessary for your survival as well. Plus, you have a better likelihood of getting rescued if you're on an island, because eventually somebody will see you, whereas nobody may know why you're in this observatory underwater. Here's an easy one. Here's an easy one for you guys. Would you guys rather watch Rebuild the Genetic Opera? Or would you rather watch Sweeney Todd? Both are good. I might need to get up for a short break because I have to go to the bathroom. Also, he said food to survive, not air. There you go! Crazy got it! But what was the first? Rebuild the Genetic Opera or Sweeney Todd? And I'm talking like the one with Johnny Depp. Why you do this to me? I love them both. I know, they're both so good. I think I personally would rather watch Sweeney Todd. Last time I watched Rebuild the Genetic Opera, I actually got sick. I didn't used to be so, I didn't used to have any sort of phobia to blood or anything like that, or blood or gore. In fact, I used to find it fascinating. Ever since the car accident, though, like, viscera or gore makes me sick. I don't know what those are. You don't know what Sweeney Todd is? I'm surprised. Sweeney Todd is, like, right up your alley. Highly recommend checking it out. It was a Broadway play before it was a movie. But it's about the mad barber from Fleet Street. The basic gist of that story... Beef, hello! The basic gist of that story is... one of the higher-ups in town, I think he was like the mayor or something, gets jealous of the fact that Sweeney has a wife and a lovely daughter. Basically sends him away under the guise that he did something wrong. And Sweeney Todd basically vows revenge. He's a barber with a thirst for blood and uses his barber blades to slice up and kill people. Ends up falling in love with somebody who runs a meat pie shop. And basically they end up making meat pies out of people. Demon Barber Fleet Street, that's the one. It was a judge, thank you. Yeah, it was a judge that fell in love. Very beautiful movie. Absolutely love it. Another movie that I find on par with Johnny Depp's Sweeney Todd. I'm not going to say that Johnny Depp's Sweeney Todd is as good as, say, the Broadway play. I've never seen the Broadway play, and a lot of people swear by it. But if you liked Sweeney Todd with Johnny Depp in it, I also highly recommend watching, shit, what is it called? Brain fog is really bad today. What is that? Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp. That's also very good. Sorry, that sounds like a Tim Burton movie. But it wasn't, so you need to understand, Nova, it's not a Tim Burton movie. The story was originally something else. The story was made before Tim Burton made the movie on it. Edward Scissorhands? No, Edward Scissorhands. I was thinking of Sleepy Hollow. Edward Scissorhands is fucking weird. I only saw it recently, like within the last couple years, and it's... Oh, you're a normal type. God damn it. It's weird. Like, it really feels like a fever dream. And then Reap of the Genetic Opera, for anybody who doesn't know what Reap of the Genetic Opera is, it is a weird... Let me look up that one. Thank you for the lurk, dude. I appreciate. Repo. Alright, let me get a good description of Repo. In the mid-21st century, an epidemic of organ failures leads to the rise of GeneCo, a company providing transplants at a great price. Those who miss their payments become targets of GeneCo mercenaries who repossess their organs. GeneCo mercenaries who repossess their organs. In a world of drug addiction and legalized murder, a shelter youth, Alexa Vega, seeks to cure a rare disease as well as information about her family's mysterious history. Her questions are answered at the Genetic Opera, which is run by GeneCo. Really, really fascinating, fascinating story. And the girl that plays Alexa is the same girl from Spy Kids. Or some other people might know her better from Shark Boy and Lava Boy. The guy wanted his wife, so made him guilty so he could have her not as a wife, but just, yeah. And then when ends up killing the wife, steals the daughter and raises her as his own. It's terrible. Oh my god. Repo the Genetic Opera's music is so good. And Alan Rickman. Can't say no to Alan Rickman. He's not in Repo. He was in Sweeney Todd. Goodness, what is with this lineup of Pokemon, dude? I think the last time I watched Repo the Genetic Opera, it was the blind mag scene towards the end of the film. I won't spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. But that scene, kind of just on a moral side of things, made my stomach turn. To Sweeney Todd looking at them both. I think that you'd enjoy both of them. I think that you would enjoy both of them, but Repo the Genetic Opera, if you don't have a stomach for Viscera, probably isn't for you. Oh, and here's another question. Sweeney Todd or Sleepy Hollow? I would take Sleepy Hollow. In fact, I really quite like that movie. I feel like it's a little underrated. We are gonna be here a while. All right, let's get another Would You Rather. Somebody throw out a question. I grabbed me some Cheez-Its. I accept this loss. Good, small child, good. I need these guys to be at least level 60. I think I can get away with doing that final battle if all my Pokemon are at level 60. Movies aren't something I get to watch a lot of anymore. Sin has a hard time with movies emotionally, because they can be very, very emotionally draining. We tend to watch of like 80s films. Haven't lost it. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or in a coma for 10? Oh, in jail. In jail for 5 years. Because then I don't have to go through basically, like, grieving the loss of the time I could have had. I cannot imagine what it would be like to wake up from a coma after 10 years. I would much rather be in jail. If you're on good behavior and you didn't do anything horrendous, like really bad to get in jail, like if you're just in there because you stole something or whatever, and you are on your best behavior, free room and board for 5 years. Like, I'll take it. I will happily take it. Not that I'm advocating that you should go steal things. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. But if it was a choice of being in a coma or be in jail, I would take jail. Oh, please don't hit Bayleaf. Ooh, that was close. Okay, we're gonna Giga Drain somebody. Oopie, Shadow Ball that. You, Giga Drain that. Someone who's been in a coma, I'm gonna take the coma primarily as well. It may be disorienting to wake up 10 years after. I mean, yeah, so it's basically like you slept through it. But again, that's a matter of well, that is 100% a matter of preference. Like, do you think that you can handle that idea? I don't think I could. I don't think I could handle waking up 10 years later, especially with the way technology progresses nowadays. Like, ooh, that's not good. Especially with the way technology progresses nowadays, it's very difficult to keep up. Goodbye, Bayleaf. Or Meganium. I feel like I prefer solitary than jail. I don't want to get stabbed. Who's to say you'd get stabbed? You're not gonna get stabbed. It'll be fine. It's fine. I almost wonder if the emotional drain is why I don't really watch movies much. It can be, and it can be really, really bad. Sin has a very hard time with film. This movie I saw the other day was about a high school cheerleader that was put in a coma from a stunt going on, and now she's coming back 10 years later discovering everything. I mean, that might be actually a neat concept, the idea of discovering things or seeing things fresh. But it's like, you'd see that anyway. That's just how life is. I have another. Would you rather have a pause button or a rewind button in your life? Pause. 100% rather have a pause button. I don't need to go back and see things. I don't regret a damn thing in my life. I may not have had a very good life, and there's a lot of things that... Would it have been better if I didn't go through them? Yeah, 100%. But I don't need to go back and change them. I don't need to go back and see them again. I don't need to associate with them. I just need to know that if it wasn't for the things that I've been through, I wouldn't be where I am now. So I'd rather say pause button, please. So that way I can take a moment, take a breath, cope with whatever's happening in the now, and then come back to that with a little bit more vigor. I think that would be effective. Beefy. They won't allow these guns in jail anyway. Fuck yeah, beef. I would definitely rewind time to win a couple lotteries. I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice. Here's the other thing, though. Would you have a rewind button and be able to actually change anything? Or is it just a rewind button and you have to relive everything? Like, you can't make your changes. And do you go back with the knowledge that you gained? That's another thing. Only want a short rewind, not like a year rewind. Okay, so you're talking like you just thought of that really great comeback, rewind an hour, say the comeback, live with your life, that sort of thing. If you can't alter it, then pause. But if you... Okay, so yeah, that would be a question for Symphonic then. Can you alter things if you have the rewind button? Let me go back like 10 minutes and fix a little mistake. But mistakes are how we learn. And if you fixed the mistake in the first place, then you would lose the knowledge that you have. That's why I wouldn't go back and change anything. Alright, this is starting to get a little bit trickier. By the financial advantage, I wouldn't want to go back. Same reason as you. I don't really see anything I've ever lived. Yeah, exactly. It'd also help me with work because, like, oh shit, I messed up a number. That would be something. Like, if you could go back and fix little things like, oh, I screwed up this thing I was making. Let me fix that. Like an undo button. A life undo button. But it only goes back in order of the amount of time, the amount of tasks you've done. Almost be better to only have the pause since you can enjoy the good times a little. Maybe pause and think it. Yeah. I would be too afraid to go back and not have it. Exactly, yeah. So, like, if you go back and you rewind and change things, I think slight alterations would be allowed, but nothing too major. You keep the memories of the possibilities you go through. Okay. And you can only rewind a few times per situation you use it. I like that. You give yourself a little bit of specifics. You have an odd one? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, Momo. I think I'd still pick the pause button. I personally feel like making mistakes is how you grow as a person, and going back and changing those mistakes makes it so that way you no longer have to worry about, you know, the consequences of those mistakes. The consequences are what allow you to learn. So, I would take it. Ninja or pirates? Ooh, pirates. 100%. 100% a pirates person. I feel like pirates have more fun. What in the metaverse? The rest y'all for a long time because fuck that shit, yeah. I mean, even for little things. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, I feel like pirates have more fun. Oh, shut up all that. Ninja pirates. Let's see, then the question becomes ninjas, pirates, or vampires. What's a pirate's favorite letter? You'd think it'd be R, but it's actually the C they love. Can I please do a smick smack? Oh, goodbye, Grumpig. Multi-class vampire, ninja pirate? Yes! I'd say pirates, but also don't really want to get hanged, thanks. You're welcome, beef. So the only thing about that is, who's to say slight alteration doesn't change a major event that made you who you are? Yeah, there's that too. Time is one of those fickle things that you can't really figure out. I honestly, I say all the time, I want a freaking pause button for life because I want to be able to just take a moment for myself. My hair is really pissing me off. Like, it's making me mad, dude. You ever get that way? See, if Dark were here, he'd say ninja. Do you know that? Oh my god, can we kill this thing any slower? I don't really exactly what they did. Boss warriors that were often recruited by the government or samurai to act as spies. Yes, but would you... Okay, so basically, would you rather be a spy or would you rather be a renegade pirate? Some people like the idea of being a spy. Because Naruto. Hello, monster. You getting antsy? Okay, then the question is Naruto or One Piece. Neither. I don't like either of them. Naruto isn't great. One Piece, on the other hand. I need to actually watch them before I can pass judgment on that. Beef, you wound me! I love it. Goodness, we got double damage on that? Buddy! I can't get past the art. I can't get past the art for either one. Naruto's art is... It doesn't jump out at me. It definitely strikes me as, like, middle school crisis. And I'm pretty sure Momo knows what I'm talking about. Just like Inuyasha. I don't like Inuyasha's art style either. I do like Inuyasha, but I don't like Inuyasha's art style. Would you rather eat chocolate or fruity candy? 100% fruity candy. 110% fruity candy. Give me sours, give me fruities, give me gummies, like, give me all that. Chocolate, I will get a migraine after a while. Be careful, Beast. Her waist might break if you breathe on her. There's another one. Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network? I was always a Cartoon Network kid. I was never really a Nickelodeon kid. I hate SpongeBob. There's a lot of Nick shows that I really did not care for. I love Dexter's Lab. I love Powerpuff Girls. I love Johnny Bravo. I love Looney Tunes. And I love fucking anything that came from Cartoon Network was good stuff. Tom and Jerry was originally a Cartoon Network as well. Let's Psybeam this. Let's... Oh, wait. I can Shadow Ball. There we go. 100% Cartoon Network. I don't know why there are some people that are hardcore Nickelodeon fans. Like, teach their own. Totally get it. Like, teach their own. I'm not going to judge you for that. But I just don't understand why. Yeah! Get paralyzed! Super speed or flight? And yes, you have the additional powers needed for whatever you choose. You've seen that series on TikTok, haven't you? Flight. I had a dream one time as a kid that I swore up one side and down the other when I woke up that I could fly. And I spent like 3 years of my youth trying to figure out why I couldn't fly anymore. I've always wanted to fly. Always, always, always. Oh! Okay. Teen Titans and Batman Adventures. Ooh. Oh. Here's a question. Nick and Cartoon Network. Modern Nick and Cartoon Network. Because I'm drastically changing my... Okay, when you say modern, how far back does modern go? Like, are we talking 90s? Because that's still technically modern as far as a lot of people are concerned. Either because both kind of suck. Yeah, no, if it's like 2010s to 2020s Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, neither. They both suck. Like, hard pass. But if we're talking like 90s and 2000s Cartoon Network, yeah, 100% Cartoon Network. SpongeBob, can SpongeBob just get off the air already? Gumball. I didn't like Gumball. I thought the style was so weird. Maybe I gotta give it another chance. Well, okay, I'm also judging this too harshly. Steven Universe was a more recent cartoon, wasn't it? But that also was like 2010s, like early 2010s. Are these both normal types? Alright, let's make my life a little easier then. Say Modern Cartoon Network 2010 to now because Steven Universe. Okay, Steven Universe was the only good thing. But most of the other cartoons of the time, just weird and rot your brain. It's very rare that you get a good cartoon that actually makes you think, and Steven Universe was one of them. If it's current, I'd rather have Nick, but if it's 90s Cartoon Network all the way, I don't want it. Nickelodeon's gotten even worse, dude. Nickelodeon's gotten even worse. You liked Adventure Time? A lot of people have said that. I tried to watch it a couple times and I just couldn't get behind it. A Stantler has little purple toenails. All right, let's get another one. Let's get another one. I liked it because I could just kind of turn my brain off. Well, then you're not actually like taking in the show, are you? I like watching people talk about it, but was not able to get into it. Yeah, like I like the concept of Adventure Time, but I feel like the show itself was a little bit all over the place. I guess trying to keep a couple of the older series that kind of built them alive to some extent, where Cartoon Network is just trashing their old series. New hideous art styles. I mean, yeah, but there are just some things you just need to let go of. As sad as it is to say goodbye to a series, you cannot let it go on forever because it will just get overused and you'll over-abuse the meanings behind different things that you're trying to talk about. Wow, these guys are gonna take forever to level up. Yeah, for me, it's not even... I could get past some of the art styles from reboots of cartoons. I could get past some of the art styles if it was the content of the cartoon. There's a new Ed, Edd n Eddy. Hold on, I gotta Google this. I want to see, like... Oh god, they did that to the art style? What happened? Also, why do all of these new cartoons have to have the same fucking art style, man? Like, all of them have the same art style. I thought iCarly was a Disney show. They all have that, like, gumball style to it, and I've never been one for the gumball style. Not gumball, flapjack. The flapjack style. It's like you took the flapjack style and combined it with Ed, Edd n Eddy. It's really weird. It says that, okay, so a lot of things I'm saying is that Ed, Edd n Eddy is not being rebooted, that it didn't actually get its go-ahead to be rebooted. how's it going? Things I liked on him. Let's get another one. Let's get another Would You Rather. Who's got a good one? Ed, Edd n Eddy was like top tier. It's top tier cartoon. It was weird, but like it eventually had a story that kind of transcended all of the episodes. It was really bizarre. Food is full. I would also like food. You know what was really good though was Courage the Cowardly Dog. I will stand by that. It was weird, but in the animated lesson. Yeah, exactly. Remember oldies as youngins such as Cow and Chicken, Woody Woodpecker, etc. Oh, that's another thing. That's actually something else to consider, is that older cartoons, like Looney Tunes, Cow and Chicken, things like that, they didn't necessarily have to have a point. They were entertaining for entertainment's sake. And the idea of slapstick comedy and timing-based comedy is something that is lost on modern cartoons. Everything has to have a purpose. See what I mean? Why did I use Razor Leaf again? Everything has to have some sort of story to it, which, although I think is valid, there's just the idea of entertainment for entertainment's sake. Tell you what though, like Ed, Edd n Eddy fandom has some crazy good artists. She's slowly slipping off. No, she just does that. It's getting warm in here, so I need to go turn on the air so that way maybe she'll go back to where she was. Goodness. Why is it that updates like this always have to happen while I'm streaming? My gosh, okay, body slam the Vileplume then. Skarmory is just absolutely tanking. I need to call my wife. I have no idea where she is. Would you rather see sounds or taste colors? I'd probably rather taste colors. Not sure why, but I think that's what I'd rather do. Because if I could taste colors, then I wouldn't have the constant need to eat something to taste something. God, this is a hell of a frickin' fight. What needs update? Nothing cold. I'm in another Discord server that's just got a lot of updates going on. God! Like, I want to go lick a leaf and taste both leaf and green. No, buddy, no! No! Oh my goodness. I feel like I have been here for ages. is leveling in this game so hard? Why is this so hard? So I read a book one time called Soundbender. The main character would touch an object and hear what happened around that object a certain amount of time in the past. And if I remember correctly, they also saw a little bit. Ooh, I love that idea. That's super cool. I know there are people who can taste sounds. Like names have a different taste. Yeah, there are also people that can see different sounds. Oh god, hello. I was about to be getting ready to call you. I was getting worried. Well, thank you. I got food. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm sure that'll be great, honey. Love you. Would it be better if I licked grass instead? No. Things shit in grass. Don't do that, Nova. I think I would go with sea sounds. I feel like your brain would be constantly overloaded with that one. Because if you needed to stop tasting things, you just shut your eyes. But if you saw sounds, then you would be seeing things when you heard things, even if your eyes were shut. And if you saw sounds, everything around you would be constantly blurred of different things that you'd be seeing. Really want to taste plant color. No, but you could just bite the plant. Also, it would be a lot of just green. A lot of green. Though I get where you're coming from. You could also just eat a plant. How many salads do you eat, bud? If not, I want to introduce you to this thing called salad. What would green taste like? Probably the waxy texture on top of a leaf. No, not paint. Plant. I'm talking about a plant. Would you rather be able to tell when people are lying to you or be able to get away with every little lie you told? I don't like lying in the first place and I don't see the point, but I think I'd rather be able to tell when people are lying to me so I can call them out on their bullshit. Paid before too. Yeah, Nova, don't do that. It's not good for you. This explains a lot. Yeah, I would definitely rather be able to tell when people are lying to me. You like two when you did it? That explains a lot. I'm kidding, of course. Was it lead paint? Gold, no! I have a sandwich. Oh, why am I not using razor leaf? Parents said I licked the roller when we were in the house when we just moved in. Oh my goodness. rather be able to tell when people are lying to me because I already have the ability in question. I'm sure that's true, buddy. God, it is taking, like, I've only got, thanks to XP share, I have split probably about the same level as Dinky, which is great, but I've only gotten 3 Pokemon leveled up. Like, this is not good. Do not ask me for my food. Go away. You left me here. Go to bed. It's been a fun game. I've been enjoying this. Actually, I've been enjoying all the would you rathers. Okay, so you have been confused. Man, steel Pokemon are such a pain in this game. Is Pursuit a dark type attack? That is a ghost type attack. Ow. I feel like Lick should be a normal type attack. Oh, how can I spin this? Oh, wait. Metang is psychic, isn't it? Steel and psychic? So then Shadow Ball should do something to it. Goodness. Okay, let's use Psybeam there. Let's use Body Slam on Metang. It's probably still not going to do anything. Would you rather know when you die or how you die? I think I'd rather know when I would die. Because if you know how you'll die, you'll live in fear of the thing that you're gonna die by for the rest of your life, however long that may be. If you know when you die, you can accordingly, you can put together everything accordingly. Say your goodbyes, come to terms with everything, and basically be okay with everything when you pass. At least that's my thought. Why do I have lotion? Phenomenal idea for a light board. What's that, babe? What's your idea? definitely agree, but I'd rather know how and forget about it than know and then have to count till that day. Who's to say that you wouldn't forget about the when either, Nova? If you're just as likely to forget about the how. Sure. Would you rather always be hot or cold? I would always rather be cold because I could always put on more layers. There's only so many layers you can take off before it feels like your skin is melting. Ols, how's it going? You can only get so naked, exactly. This Matang is going to absolutely destroy my booty. I don't know what to do. 3D printed channel around plexi with RGB LEDs on the inside of the frame. Ooh, that's a good idea. But besides the bite, my calf hurting like a the bite of your calf. What? Oh, the bite on your calf. My brain like misread that. What'd you get bit by? Push out and now I'm for pressure. Oh no. How much do I love you? I love you a whole lot, Mama. Why? Alright, there goes Spoopy. How can I do this? Oh my god, I love it! Momo actually made a butternut squash blossom! That is the best thing I have ever seen. Oh, it's so good, Momo. Please post that in Artist Alley. You know what? I just thought about Leary's question a little bit more. Would you rather always be cold or would you rather always be hot? And I'm sure that this transcends... why did I do light screen? How many layers you put on, because it's would you rather always be hot or always be cold. So no matter how many layers you put on or take off, you're going to still be hot or cold. In that regard, I'd rather be cold. My answer doesn't change. I feel nauseous when I'm hot. At least when I'm cold, I just shake a lot. That came out so good, Momo. Yeah, I would still take the cold. Heat makes me nauseous. Guys, we have to go through all of this again. Wait. Teleport to the registration? No. What? There we go. 30 by 36 inch sheet. Too big? Probably. We'd need to measure. I need something that could fit here. Oh, Tropius! And an Absol! Hand, fingers, thumb, dum 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 dum. La, la. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'd have to measure, honey. I don't know the measurements offhand. I want to say it's like 18 by... We are getting through this. We are doing it. I wonder, so, ooh. Did you miss? I don't know. Oh, Leary was asking, would you rather be always too hot or always too cold? Oh, the way Absol fades, it turns into a Sphinx. Oh. Oh boy, another steel type. Let's get another would you rather. Oh, goodbye, Tropius. What comes after 1.2? Wait, what comes after 1, 2, what comes after 2, 3, what comes after 4? I can't count no more! I can only count to 4! I can only count to 4! I had to figure out the hell you were going on about, Cold. Dote, dote. I do this, and then I do that. And they're not even at level 60 yet, guys. Oh my goodness. You need a rest from your computer? Alright, see you in a little while, Momo. We are gonna swap Poopy for Kitsa. I mean, even Split is up to level 58 now. This experience share is great. Alright, Nikki, body slam that. That was big damage. Psychic on that. Let's do that. Need to see. There may be some real interesting. Maybe some real interesting news for Twitch that Dark just shared with me. Would you rather live in the world of Avatar: The Last Airbender or Avatar: The Blue People? Ooh, that's interesting. Who's to say I would actually get to be a bender if I lived in Avatar? I love Avatar, the movie. I thought it was really good, and I loved the way they portrayed Pandora and its inhabitants. Although I seriously think that the ability to bend would make me want to say Avatar: The Last Airbender. Irreversibly reassign your coveted badges. Can I remove badge? Manage. How do you manage? Where do you go for that? Okay, so the update that has been made to Twitch, if you are an affiliate and you have people with founders badges, so like the little first symbol that's next to Sin's name, You can now revoke founders badges from users that are either no longer active in your chat or people who have been banned since their initial subscription, which is feckin' great. I was about to say, please tell me you mean Blue People movie, because you said movie and the first thing I thought it was oh, no, not the last Airbender movie. I meant, like Pandora movie. Magma Bender? Yeah, you would. Watch Legend of Korra, the Airbender bends when he farts. Oh, I know. I hate it. Blue People are coming out with a second movie. I know, I saw about that. I'm really stoked for it. Go to Creator Dashboard, Channel Analytics, Insights. Let me see if I can actually do this. Insights, Analytics. Dark, hello! Go to your subscriptions panel, click view details for information. Subscriptions. Could they have made that any more convoluted to get to? Well, apparently mine's broken. Interesting. Can I manage them, please? Alright, give me another. Oh, can't use the same move twice in a row due to the torment. Good stuff. Ash is headed to Sleepy Land finally. Good, I'm glad. Thought she's gonna go get some more rest. And poor Ash, man. It almost seems like she got hit with it a little bit harder than you did. Okay, well, that is broken. For me, for some reason. Let's see. Let me download a list of those. Sorry, I'm also trying to look up this new info and figure out what exactly we're talking about. As of right now, it looks like it's broken. I can now see who my founders are, which is great. And I can definitely see that I will need to make some adjustments. That was how she was day one. And 2, super bad headache. I wish COVID on nobody! I wish it on no one! Ooh, Relicanth. Ooh, I got hit with a sudden wave of tired. Alright, Spoopy, Shadow Ball, no. Psybeam, yes, you. Razor Leaf. Avocado! My money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. I like the way you wiggle wiggle. Oh, show. I fucking hate that song. I'm so over it. I think I talked a little bit about this the other day. I had to uninstall TikTok from my phone. Like, when I started going on TikTok, it would be one of those things. I know that. Be one of those things where, just like everybody else, I get caught up watching it for a long ass time. And let me tell you, There's nothing good on TikTok. Nothing good comes from TikTok. The only good thing I ever got out of TikTok was Momo. You have a timer on your phone? I mean, that's smart. But it was getting to the point where, like, every other video I was seeing, no matter how many times I, you know, went not interested, this is not for me, scrolled past it really fast because I could tell what kind of story it was. Every other video I was getting on TikTok was some sort of Karen hate story, which is fine. It's fine to rip on people who are shitty. Yes. But I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it all the goddamn time. Or other, you know, people bad-mouthing this, people bad-mouthing that. Or the generation that is supposed to be all about don't judge a book by its cover and accept me for who I am is the most judgmental set of people I've ever had the displeasure of listening to. So I cannot be on TikTok anymore. And I had to get it off my phone so that way I would stop being tempted to go into the constant loop of stimulation, because it's just constant stimulation is exactly what it is. Ariana! And then we body slam. The only thing I got from TikTok is emotional damage. Yeah. I'll miss some of the memes, but for right now, I had to get it off my phone. I'll probably still post like clips from Twitch on TikTok, but I don't think I'm going to be actively watching anything on TikTok either. Unless somebody sends me a video. Like, then I'll still open it. Like, if you send it to me in Discord, I will open it on my browser on my computer, but I will no longer be watching it on my phone. At my limited hour, I get all the memes. Lucky you. It was just getting so bad, man. Yes. By the way, for anybody that does send me TikToks or that has sent me TikToks via Discord, I do watch them. I may not always respond, but I do watch them. I will send you saved videos, no temptation. Thank you. Thank you. At all though. Chicken. I would like to see my founder's badge, please. Because there are 1, 2, 3 people. 1, 2, maybe 4 that have not been around in a very long time that I will need to re-kajigger where them founders badges go. I have a faster version of Bongo Box. Make this more fun. Bongo Fox, go fast! Bongo Fox gotta go! Is that too much? Is him going too fast? Either God tier Valorant plays or Nova tier Valorant plays. I mean, lucky you, buddy! Lucky you. I get like no gaming stuff. Not fast enough! Hey, Symphonic has redeemed a mod choice poll for any of my mods that are available in chat, which would be Cold, Sin, Leary, Dark, and Momo. Actually, Momo went on a lurk. Cold, Sin, Leary, Dark. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves and figure out who's going to be doing a heckin' thing. Who's gonna make the mod poll? I should just stick to my followed page. But I wanted to see new stuff. Momo is mod now. Did I forget to... Momo redeem mod for a day. I just haven't taken it back off yet. So for today, Momo gets the rest of mod for a day. It's one of those things where I forget to undo the thing that was supposed to be for a day. Momo did mod for a day like 5 months ago. No, Momo did mod for a day earlier in the week. Momo has done it several times. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can go check it out. Oh, apparently I cleared that one. Alright, so who's gonna do that mod choice poll? That one is complete, that one is complete. That one is complete. Yeah, buddy. Okay, who's doing the poll? Leary says Dark. Dark you doing. Where is the ancient city we're exploring? -1500, -3000. And in the down below. In the way so down belowsy. What are you planning, Dark? What is it that you're doing? Dark just doing dark things. Dark do like doing dark things. Oh, Psychic doesn't affect Cacturn? Why? It is already fully looted, however there are still Shriekers down there, so be careful! Yeah, Symphonic actually went down and finished raiding the rest of it. I feel like I'd be the person to carpet the entire thing just cuz. Oh, Lord. All right. Who started this poll? Does Fox's money jiggle jiggle, fold, wiggle wiggle, or stay flat? Tell me now, guys. Tell me what you think. -1500, -3000. Where's this poll going? Apparently my money folds or stays flat. What is this poll? Oh, y'all think I'm bored? My money stay flat? Oh, there we go. This is a weird poll. Come on, I'm fun. I can jiggle jiggle and wiggle wiggle like the best of them. Dark, why did you make this? Yeah, both are negative. -1500, -3000. I had to teleport to where it was so I could rescue your stuff, buddy. All right, let me see how my Pokemons are doing. I've still got a ways to go with these guys. Okay. Couldn't think of anything. What is this poll? Jiggle jiggle and wiggle wiggle be working it, man. They be working it so hard. That is very close. God, I'm tired. Jesus. My money jiggle jiggles because I'm poor. Me too, buddy. Me too. Me too. 70, 70, and 70 for jiggle, jiggle, fold, and wiggle, wiggle. Hey! Fold and wiggle, wiggle, creep up to the first place. My money don't jiggle, jiggle. It folds, and I like the way you wiggle, wiggle. For sure. It's probably the dumbest poll. You guys did that so good. Congratulations, you're booming good ones. I'm going to start by advancing. because I want to see if I can get literally only one that voted for Wiggle. I don't think we're gonna make it through Area 9. My other Pokemon can't handle being here, just the 3 at the beginning of my list. And then once I've gotten... once I've gotten the first 3 in my party list up to level 60, which I think should be fine. I think I should be fine from there. How are we doing this? Giraffe rig. Now I have 360 channel points. Oh, these polls. These polls are what are gonna make you guys lose your channel points. I saw that and I was putting points in full. That was a good poll. That was like, it was a weird poll, but that was a good poll. It got you guys to interact, and that's what matters. Question, what's... Oh, this, it's an eyeglass cleaning cloth, and it's just really soft. I'm just playing with it. You want it, so you had asked about weird habits the other day. This is one of my weird habits. I will sit here and just play with fabric. Something I didn't notice until just now, actually. Zangoose is normal type. And honestly, this is a lot quieter than that, which is what I would also be doing. Yeah, now I will be hyper aware, but it's true. Once it was pointed out that I go a lot, I became much more aware of it. Alrighty, Rue. I'm gonna kill you. At least we're now at a point where, like, we're getting more experience per Pokemon defeated. But it's still not enough. Did Sin make it home? Yeah, she was in chat. She made it home. She's safe. She's got some interesting ideas for a light board. Oh, you were up with Ash. Gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Wiggly Dragon. These are one of the things that's going to be available on the stream anniversary. Wiggly Dragon. Alright, you are our last buddy friendo. Do you think they thought Colosseum wouldn't take off as a game? Oh, goodbye, Dinky. Never to be seen or heard from again. Let's get Goggles out there and get Goggles some levels. Doobie-doobie-doo levels. Hey, buddy. Hey, to sneeze. Question, is the glowstone to turn potions... splash potions are with gunpowder. Glowstone and or redstone, depending on what potion you're making, will make them last longer. Yay! Split is officially level 60. So that means I'm going to take that EXP share, pull it off of Split, and put it on Flygon. Yeah, no worries. So Pokemon. Split. Items. Deposit. CDXP share from Split. Items. Deposit. Dragon Fang from Goggles. So I will need to take that back. Or I will need to give that back to them later. Goodness. This is a mess! I wouldn't doubt that they'd at least somewhat think it would flop. I'd have to look that up. Probably. I feel like maybe they didn't think it would do well in America. I don't know. I also know that it wasn't originally Game Freak that made this game. I saw the circle thing again? Which circle thing? Talking to somebody who doesn't remember 5 seconds ago! What happened? Do we got another Would You Rather? Dash Spoopy. Confuse. Bow the Slam. Minecraft weird circle thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, weird. I wonder what that is. Smack yourself. Thank you. Hit yourself really hard, bud. Alright. Shadow Bile. Bow the Slam. Ooh, so close. We almost got rid of Breloom. Smicky Smacky's coming a little hard. Trying to freak me out, man? I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Like, have you Googled to see if there's any, anybody else reporting the same issue? Tried. Here. Hello, Fortress. What is Fortress? It's not a rock type, is it? Bug Steel. Oh. Damn it. Gotta find another one. Why is that? Well, Dark, what are you doing? I need to know. Uncle's grew to level 54! This is nice because I can just let, Tropius I could let passively level up. Now I can let Flygon passively level up. And my ones to focus on after I get Dinky and Spoopy up going to be Espeon and Umbreon. Man, Steel types are so broken in this game. Very curious what you're up to, Dark. I want to clear all the stuff that spawns stuff and restore the city, rebuild the buildings, roads, and such. Ooh! Dude, that'll be super cool! That'll be a really fun project. Oh my god! Why do you need to find another ancient city if the one's already almost clear? This is one of the longest Pokemon grinds of my life. But that's y'all's new me. I was just gonna. Nah, I just wanted to see the Warden. I would like to have some of the Skulk so I could build with it, but other than that, I don't really have anything else for it. And I don't know if Symphonic does either. And Dinky is level 60. All right. Gonna help me finish clearing out the Shriekers you can, then you can have the city. Yeah, there you go. You wanna help Simp with that? Makes for a nice deal. Aw, Spoopy's paralyzed. Spoopy's paralyzed. I'm to swap to goggles, but I'd rather just... I'd rather not. It hopefully shouldn't be too much longer to level these guys up. I'm really kind of hoping that I can stay in the hefty areas and not have to go back in an area or two. Oh, Symphonic, did you end up making like a good pathway to get down there? Okay, we're gonna confuse that thing. We're gonna psychic it again. Oh, you just know how to get to it? Nice. You've got all of this great, like, know-how in Minecraft, and you don't get lost, and you saved me from dying twice. Hey, where's Cash? Ugh! I love it! I only like that Pokemon because my wife likes it. Ouch. Okay, I don't know which one here is the harder hitter. So we're gonna make sure that both of them are confused. Smack yourself. Yes! Poor sad fishy. Okay, so now we should be able to use Feint Attack on one, Psychic on the other. Hey, Mantine is almost gone. Goodness. Ah! Take that! Giant flying flipper fish. I wonder what shadow Pokemon the final guy is gonna have, the mayor of Phoenix City. Oh my goodness. Rumors about you were true, it seems. Oh no, I didn't swap out. Oh no, okay, so after this battle I gotta make sure that I can't remember who, but you could be completely wrong, so you won't say. After this battle, I have to remember to swap out Dinky with Kitsa. I am very tired, man. I'm honestly surprised Espeon's a higher level than Umbreon. I guess we must have been using them a little bit more. The Shadow Ball! Not Psybeam. Psychic! We got next. Oh god, no, not Electrode, please, no! I don't need to run the risk of dying! Thunderbolt is fine. Thunderbolt and Lightning, very, very frightening. I'm gonna die! Yeah, we are definitely in, like, tougher territory here. Oh, for a sec I thought that didn't take it out. I was about to be like, no! Alright, we will Shadow Ball and Psychic Altaria. Oh, please don't take out Spoopy. Ah, take out Spoopy! That's the one I need to level! I mean, I need to level all of them, but it's fine. Nice. Nice. What does that do? Oh, that boosts your attack and your speed, so now you're faster than I want you to be. Don't paralyze me. Rude. Aha! That's what you get, right, you? Great! So glad Perish Song exists. Wait, did somehow Toothless get away with not taking effect of that? I think Toothless didn't get affected. Oh no, he did. Oh, okay. Just like I thought he did, and I was like, what? How did you even? Nice. Wow! Espeon got worn all the way down to last in turn order. That's crazy. I know I need to level. I know I need to level, but my god. My god, this is painful. No, not summary. I want to switch. We are getting to the point now where things in Area 9 are a little too strong for the ones that I need to level. My Pokemon are like 54 to 58. These guys are all level 56, so it's like right on the edge of I can't handle this. It's right on the edge of I'm gonna die right now. Right now. Alright, Shadow Ball, Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt will actually take out first completely because... Oh. Psychic moves don't affect Crawdaunt. Oh, because it's a dark and water type. Frick! Poop. Okay, I'm gonna pull out, just for the sake of this battle, I'm gonna pull out... Oh! Meganium. And then you will Psychic the Octillery. Nice. That's a good hit. Octazooka? Is that a special attack for just Octillery? Oh no. Hey, Goggles grew to level. Goggles, like, they're leveling up faster with the XP share than they are actually being in battle. What the hell kind of sense does that make? Octazooka's a normal type move? I would be surprised if that was a normal type move. Almost have a stack of emeralds without using villagers. Is that just from mining, Nova? At that point, it was Octillery and maybe Seadra, but it's water. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no. Seadra wouldn't have it because it's not an octopus. It can't use Octazooka. It'd be too meta. Just for mining. That's nuts, dude. I seriously can't believe that Goggles is leveling faster than the Pokemon that I actually have out. I was noticing about Tropius too. I still think it's Tropius. It's a tropical dinosaur. I still think it's Tropius. Yet normal mons use thunder. I mean, a flying balloon Pokemon can learn thunder as well, so we're not going to get into specifics. I'd like to think that only Octillery can use it, and maybe Graplocked. Werber, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. But the Ghost Balloon is scary, though. I love Ghost Balloon. Ghost Balloon is best bean. I love Drifloon. Back to work, sadly. All right. Did you read the dex entry for Drifloon? Yes, it whisks kids away in the dead of night. And I'm fine with that. Take those kids away. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, it's really funny, actually. Blam! There goes Colosseum. Oh boy, we got ourselves a Miltank. Sausage Mon. Ow. Reading in Minecraft chat is like watching a Mission Impossible movie with Dark and Sif. That's amazing. So Pearl was the last Pokemon game I played confirmed because I remember I still have my old handheld. Oh, nice! That's cool. I like how that Pokemon interacts with kids and they're like sending 10-year-olds to go Pokemon battling, and and that's their explanation for why the kids never return. Not that they could have possibly died in Pokemon battle. No, not at all. How much of tonight has been voting around this map. I feel it in my jellies. I do. Need to get on the Minecrafts at some point. I need to get back on the server too. I want to get back to building. I need to get Sin's villagers situated. I've got another side project I've got to work on. Now that I have the stuff figured out for the streamiversary coming up, I have that stuff figured out for the most part. Should have a lot more brain space. I shouldn't say free time. Definitely brain space. Still wonder what kind of meat they eat, though. I know they have regular fish, but what about land animals? So we were actually just talking about this earlier, weren't we, guys? Yeah. Would you eat a Pokemon? 100%. I would. Like, Uffalant steaks. I'd take it. Magikarp fillets. Gyarados sashimi. Like, would I eat an Eevee? No. And it all comes down to a matter of, is it societally appropriate to eat that kind of Pokemon? We're glad you asked. That's exactly what that was. Oh my god, how are these Pokemon still alive? Magikarp has scales and bones. Yeah, facts. Never mind. Make a Magikarp purse. Or wallet. Miltank burgers. Yeah. You already drink Miltank's milk. Umu juice. Okay, I need this ghost to level. For the love of heck. Pickled Oddish. I don't think I could eat a Bulbasaur. I don't think I could. Squirtle soup. Goodness! Who knew that Gorbis was so tanky? Stantler roast, yeah. I mean, didn't Oak eat the one Krabby in the first gen series? I don't think that was actually confirmed. I think that that was just Ash fearing the worst. Because there was a different episode. Well, yeah, no, because Ash uses his Kingler in the Indigo League. So no. Ugh. Never got eaten. Oh, nice. Congrats, Symphonic. Are we talking about eating Pokemon? Yes, yes, we are. Pulled spoink sandwiches. This upsets me greatly. Guys, we are almost to the end of Battle Mountain. How does he know it was his Kingler? Don't make me die a little on the inside. Yes, he didn't eat Ash's Krabby. There we go. Oak said he ate another one. Oh, no! I would eat a Krabby. Have you seen their claws? They're absolutely massive. They may not have anything in the arm department, but their claws, dude. And Kingler's carapace? Can you imagine all of the meat inside of that? Jonathan King, how you doing? Welcome to a very strange conversation. I had to sneeze, but I had goldfish in my mouth, and it was just pain. Oh, buddy. Kingler cream stew. Ooh. Yes. You ever wonder where the other half of Sharpedo went? Think about it. One Wailord would feed a region for a year. Launcher tails? Exactly. You know another Pokemon food that they mentioned in the series is Slowpoke tails? Yeah, but one of the things about Slowpoke tails is that they talk about them shedding their tails normally. Right, Octillery and Graplock? Yes. Why are we back on this conversation? How did we get here? This is not good. I don't think I can even use... Let's use Confuse Ray, actually, on Shiftry. It's a Dark type. I don't think I can even use Psychic type attacks on it. If they shed their tails regularly, does that mean they devolve? I don't think... So, Slowpokes shed their tails. I don't think that Slowbro do. Because I asked at one point. Okay, fair enough. Yep, Goggles is leveling so fast. Alright, we're gonna use Shadow Ball, not on Rhydon. We're gonna use Shadow Ball on Shiftry and then Helping Hand. Try and get that Shiftry down because Shiftry is the biggest problem I have here. Oh, that wasn't great. Oh, unless I wanted to swap Pokemon, which I totally could. But I don't really want to. Pretty sure Slowbro doesn't have a tail anymore. He has Shelter nomming on it forever. Just nom. Oh! Probably get high off of eating more lol. Let's not. Let's get Dinky out there. Let's get rid of Rhydon. God, Shiftry is such a tank. Nice. I'm fairly confident that I can get somewhere with the team that I've got at level 60. At level 60. Just get me there, please. I beg of you. Does this mean I need more training? Yes, yes it does. Get out of my life, little boy! Oh good, another little child. Another small bean. Where am I going? I don't even know the way. God, Kitsa is barely high enough level to handle these guys. Never mind, I lied. Kitsa's very strong. I need to not doubt. Believe in your Pokemon. They'll come through for you if you just believe. Oh god, not an Altaria. There's a lot of options too. I mean, you're not wrong. What about a Breloom? What would happen if you ate a Breloom? Or is that just like a normal brown mushroom? If we go deeper into Poké lore, they can synthesize a Pokemon like Mewtwo. So who's to say they can't synthesize Pokemon just for fodder and food? Dittos are failed Mew. I do believe that Dittos are failed Mew clones, 100%. Let's do this. Psychic on. We'll make some progress in the fight. Whether or not you can win, mostly based off of his shadow Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little nervous. Okay, Spoopy is almost at level 60, which means that we can swap out for... we can swap out for Umbreon very soon. Actually, what'll probably end up happening, because Flygon is a higher level, is I will probably give Umbreon the XP share. Now here's the question. Do we continue on the same Mount Battle road that we're on? Or do we go back and start fighting them again? You can make fungus and amoongus burgers if you're a vegetarian. I feel like that defeats the purpose of being vegetarian. I feel it's straight, well, maybe not vegetarian. Vegetarians, some vegetarians are vegetarian because they are allergic to meat. Believe it or not, that is a thing. Vegans by choice, or vegetarians by choice rather than by necessity, would be absolutely ruined by the idea of having to eat a plant-based Pokemon. Is eating grass Pokemon make you vegetarian or carnivore? So exactly, that's what we're talking about! I say see if you can make it 100. I will try. I will 100% try. Is that the end of Mount Battle? Is platform 100? I'd probably just live off of berries. Yes. I love how that defense curl was only on his face. Just his head.
All right, well, you know what? Even if we don't make it to, like, the very end of the game today, I think that we will 100% make it to Platform 100. They're just sentient versions of their real-life counterparts, so wouldn't they just be a mushroom? Yeah, but one of the arguments that vegans have for... Okay, I specifically say this. Vegans by choice, typically, on average, are statistically more likely to be animal activists in some way. And that is why they've chosen to be vegan. So, that said, the sentience is what ruins that mentality. So if they're eating plants because plants aren't sentient, well, guess what? I got some bad news for you. Even plants in this world are sentient to a certain degree, very limitedly. Life is just about life eating life, and that's it. Plants live and breathe just like we do. Oh. Interesting concept. I do think that we're gonna have a hard time leveling. You know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna keep the XP share on goggles for a little while longer. And then move it to Umbreon. And yeah, looks like just berries. I mean, there are some other plant matters that are in the Pokemon world. Like, you see them eat salads, you see them eat a whole bunch of other things. Oh, goodness. This one. Armaldo was the problem in that one. Ooh, a Heracross. Yes, plant flavor. We're not going back to that conversation, Nova. Think about it though, GameFox, there are ice cream and literal cake Pokemon. I am very upset! Stop making it worse! I'm kidding. God. I feel like... So that's the way that the world of Pokemon has evolved over time. I feel like those are Pokemon that don't exist. Like, if... Okay, so for example, if Vanillish and the like were in Legends Arceus, I think I would have a huge problem with that game. Like if Klefki... Oh, goodbye. If Klefki was in Legends Arceus, I think I would have a huge problem with it. Sebastion's party had a chef, so there's more than berries. Facts. Yeah, man-made Pokemon. You can't be sized by humans. I mean, yeah. Yeah. This has been an interesting day. Oh my god, that took Toothless out right away. Why do you get to attack again? Rude! Philosophy of food and Pokemon. Is she a Pokemon or not? Because Magearna is still technically a machine. I don't know. I have a hard time with Pokemon like Magearna or Deoxys. Magearna makes a little bit more sense because in that regard it's kind of like Voltorb or Magnemite. But Deoxys is a straight up alien that you just shoved into a Pokeball. Like, don't even get me started, man. And I got a lot of berries have qualities, unlike, say, what we have to an extent. I mean, yeah, some of the berries could just make it so that way you're not hungry all day. It could be like Good Berry from D&D. Kling and Kling are Pokemon. Kling, Clang, and Kling Clang. Oh my god. I like that evolutionary line. But also, what the hell? Ah, I see how to get this to work in my favor. I see how the experience share works in this. Basically is giving Flygon double experience when they're in a battle. Yeah. What is the weirdest Pokemon design? Be it design or characteristic you've come across? That's a tough one. I personally feel like Deoxys is still pretty up there for me. Buzzwole probably has the dumbest design I've ever seen. Buzzwole is one of the Ultra Beasts, and I don't know squat about the Ultra Beasts. All I know is that Buzzwole basically looks like you took one of the buff guy memes and threw it into Pokemon. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Ludicolo! I feel like Magearna is always questioned if they're a Pokemon or not. Yeah, there's a lot of Magearna. Yeah, I don't know why Magearna would be questioned as a Pokemon. Volcanion is also really weird. Bruxish, there are fish that exist that remind me of Bruxish. It is based off of something. Yeah, bodybuilder mosquito boy. Oh my god, that hyper muscle mosquito. Yes, exactly. That guy. That one. That one. Do not like Buzzwole. Weird. Get rid of Ludicolo. Nice. Nice. That seemed to level them up not at all. What is wrong with this? Appletoon though? Oh my god, I know Appletoon is the best! I don't know if a lot of people question Tropius, but I love Tropius. Tropius is good bean. Aha! You are paralyzed now, bitch! I feel like it's questioned because it has a core. I have not known anyone to question it. Unless you're talking about, like, the people in the anime. I don't question Magearna. I don't question Magearna because there are Pokemon like Kling Clang, Klefki, you know, all that shit. So unless you're talking strictly about the anime. Tropius is good. I love Tropius. Stop closely following Gen 3. Basically, that's when I stopped too, and I didn't get back into it until Sword and Shield. Granted, half the Ultra Beasts should be, and the other half are like, why? I don't like the Ultra Beasts. Deoxys, the Ultra Beasts, they're just aliens. They're just aliens. Who decided this is what things needed to be? I got back into it in Sun and Moon, but I got bored. Sun and Moon, I feel like a lot of people either really loved or really didn't like. favorite legendary is Lugia? Mine's Ho-Oh. I love Ho-Oh. Got a soft spot in my heart for it. I still feel like Ho-Oh should have been a Gen 1 Pokemon. Because technically you see it in the Gen 1 anime before Gen 2 was even announced. But it just wasn't meant to be. Oh, I forgot you were still here, you bastard. It was supposed to be. Solar Beam did nothing. I am kind of surprised. And Kanto and Johto are connected. True facts. Hey, we're getting a raid from Raven. Let me go ahead and get a shout out in chat for Raven. Guys, if you haven't checked out Raven before, please do. They were last seen playing some Borderlands Game of the Year and Game of the Year Enhanced. So please go check them out. I've been playing Tiny Tina's a lot recently and have found a new love for the Borderlands universe. So please go check them out. Go give them some love. Follows are free and best way to support your favorite streamers. I promise you will not be disappointed. They are one of King's friends, actually. Or somebody that King brought around to the community. So King says they're all right. They're all right by me. And for those of y'all coming in, welcome. We are playing some Pokemon Colosseum. We're having a good time. Probably going to die a lot. We're trying to get through Battle Mountain and grind our Pokemon up quite a few levels. We've been grinding levels for 3 hours. So get ready for some conversation, because that's what we're here for. It's a good conversation. Isn't Togepi in the Gen 1 series? Nope, Togepi is in Gen 2, technically. Well, it is in the Indigo League. On their way to the Indigo. I have no idea. I got no idea anymore. Raven, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. How was your stream? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about how Borderlands did and what you guys got up to today. We're gonna take out Shiftry. I feel like Rotom is the best explanation for Pokemon that is more of like human origin. Really? I feel like Rotom is just a ghost Pokemon that's obsessed with electronics, which is exactly what it is. We're gonna do a mob and blew up a car a few times. Oh no! Well, it sounds like you had a good time. Why do y'all know? Why do y'all know this tech? Why do y'all know this tech? Stop touching me! I am but a wee babe. I don't have enough. I can't do this. I can't get to level 1. King, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Raven. I really do appreciate it. And Raven, you gain a bunch of awesome sub benefits as listed in chat, including ad-free viewing, access to the Subs Only Discord channel, custom sound command for when you enter chat, which you can tell me about in the Subs Only Discord channel, as well as access to the Subs Minecraft server during the duration of your subscription, as well as our awesome sub emotes, which I think are really quite great, if you ask me. Yes. Togepi is Gen 2, but it was in the... I swear it was in the Season 1 or Series 1 anime. Yeah, Rotom is more of a poltergeist more than... So I think of it as a Pokemon's soul inhabiting an object. Almost like it's possessing it. But it's a ghost. Something in a mix of sea lanterns and redstone lamps. Yes, 100%. I think that'd look great down there, Dark. This battle was rough. I feel like we'll breeze through. I feel like we'll breeze through the initial tournament that it takes to get up to the final boss. Ugh. I am feeling this grind. You can put bats in cages and have the alert sensors to trigger redstone lamps. Ooh, that'd be cool. I am feeling a little run down, so we're gonna give this just a little bit longer. Just so I can get some levels up on these Pokemon. And then I'm probably gonna have to call that A little early. You know what? Actually, I hate to do it. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. Yep. Would you like to save your progress? Yes.